Hey Creepers, welcome back to another video, and today we actually have some drama to debunk. So the drama is between me and Josh. If you didn't know, like 3 weeks ago we had some drama, and we have drama again, and it's getting to the point where he's made a post, and now I'm gonna make a post too, because there's some lies that are put in there, some things that should be correct, need to be corrected because they make me look really bad, which some of that stuff I did not do, and I really need to flatten out the truth, and I need to expose the truth to you guys, and I have proof for all that stuff too, you know. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull it up. Here it is. I'm gonna read it, and then I'm going to kind of give proof as I go along and as I read it. So, hey guys, I just want to make this post about some drama that I really need to talk to you guys about. You know who you are, Creeper. I know since I have way less subs than him, most of you will unsub and choose his side, but before doing that, I would like you guys to hear what really happened. So yeah, he says this is what really happened, but there are some things that are not true that could be seen as from his side, I guess, but I'm gonna flatten everything out just so you guys know. Basically, me and Creeper were on call, and he was about to join me in Roblox Piggy, and we started talking about YouTubers, and I said, I remember the day Flamingo added me for a little bit. He then started to get pissed off at me, saying how, why would he add me, and that I'm lying. Alright, so I'm gonna be completely flat with you guys. I thought he was lying, okay? I did, because he didn't have any proof, and, I had a really emotional day when we were calling, so I sort of let my emotions out on him, which was completely wrong, and I shouldn't have done that, but, I did not get pissed off at him. I just asked if he could, give me proof. I just ended up telling him, I don't care if Flamingo added you, that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I've never really watched a Flamingo video before, so I didn't really care a lot about it. So yeah, that, honestly, I don't really care about that part, but if you guys want proof for the original thing, he has originally deleted all his messages, actually. As you can see, this is everything. He's deleted it because he knew I'd respond to it. Wow, that's actually crazy. He deleted them all. That's really actually sus. Because I had a feeling he would do something like that and delete a lot of it. I took pictures of the live stream in which we were in today. But I do not have pictures of the original Discord messages. I do not. But I just went, hey Josh, my bad, I've kind of had a bad day. I didn't mean to come off rude or anything. And he goes, well, it's your fault now. And I say, what do you mean, with that emoji? Because he did the same sign, and then he says something about me unfriending him, and then I say, I did not unfriend you, check again. And then he said something, I unfriended you because I knew you were going to do it, which never even crossed my mind. I never had any idea of doing that at all. And then I go, so it's not my fault, it's yours, because I didn't unfriend him, he unfriended me. And then he goes, I forgot what he said after this, but then I said, but I didn't unfriend you, I just hung up. Yeah, and then he said, that's why I unfriended you. And then I said, cough, cough, and then you unfriended me. And then I got a little mad, guys, because remember, this was still, I had an emotional day, but that's not an excuse or anything. I was still rude, and I had a bad attitude towards him. So I said, oh, so you unfriend people because they hang up the call? And then he said, well, yeah, because you were being rude. And then, I did not react so well to that, guys. Yeah. A little disclaimer, I was being rude, and I'm gonna tell you guys all about why that was happening. My emotional day, my emotions were getting the better of me, but yeah, I was being rude, so I did not react so well to that because he was telling the truth. And then, honestly, the rest of it was just kind of him saying how rude I was, and he saying that I wouldn't apologize or anything. And then he also said that whatever, it's fine, I will you'll be back in 30 minutes after unfriending me. And he was like, oh well, you said I don't care if you unfriend me, which he's literally said in the past. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading it now because there is more. So saying, how would he unadd me and that I'm lying? Like, go ahead and think what you want. Then he told me how he wishes I would unadd him. I never said anything like that. I never said that I wished he would unadd me, guys. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if he misheard me or anything and that I'm lying. I said he was lying because he didn't have any proof. And I believe in everybody is innocent until proven guilty, and people lie until they have proof. You know? It's like the same thing but flip-flopped. Like, go ahead and think what you want. Then he told me how he wishes I would unadd him. And then I said, would you even care? And he said no. I was joking, because that was on the call, and he has joked about the same thing in the past. But like I said, I'm not going to bring up the past. Then I said, okay, watch you come back 30 minutes later wanting to be friends again. And then he hung up the call. And as I said, 30 minutes later, he came back and texted me he's sorry. No. It was an hour and a half later, and I said, Josh, my bad. I've had a bad day. It's literally up here. Hey, Josh, my bad. I've kind of had a bad day. I didn't mean to come off rude or anything. I did not fully apologize to him. I told him that it was my bad and that I've had a bad day, and that's the reason for my actions. But no, I did not say sorry yet. I was about to, but then he came back with these ridiculous comebacks. He came back and texted me he's sorry, but I didn't accept it. I never apologized or anything. Because I don't know if you guys know, but this is me and Creeper's third time in the past 2 months. Second time in the past 2 months where it has gotten to the point where we unadd each other, and I've decided it's best if we're not friends. I then unfriended Creeper, since before he hung up the call, he said bye, meaning he was going to unfriend me. Okay. I never said bye or anything. I just hung up the call because I was done with him after he said that even if he did unfriend me, I would come back 30 minutes later. That was offensive to me. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that, so I just decided to hang up the call, and I thought it was just going to be a little fight. So yeah, of course I came back and apologized later. I didn't realize that he wanted to not be my friend anymore. Oh, so yeah, like, honestly, bye does not mean I don't want to be friends anymore. Bye means bye, see you soon. Like, even though I didn't say bye, even if I did, it wouldn't mean I don't want to be friends anymore. It would mean bye, see you later. I just want to know what's the logic behind that, because that's not what bye means. Then he said I also blocked him on Discord, so I don't have any contact with him since all of this went down so quickly. After that, everything was over. Yeah, he blocked me because today I was trying to be mature, and I was trying to say, okay, look, please tell me what I did so I can improve on it, because just tell me everything you thought was wrong, and then I will, improve off of that, and then I can fix it, okay? Until today, I wanted to stream since I was bored and I had free time. Then Creeper decided to join the stream and cause drama in front of everyone. Let me just clarify. Everyone was 4 people. One of them being Josh, one of them being me, one of them being Bia, and then one other person. I don't know who he's talking about, everyone. Okay? And I'm not trying to discourage him for being a small YouTuber. I'm just trying to saying that this happened in front of everyone is not true, because there were 4 people, 3 other people and me, on the stream and kept saying rude stuff to me, and then he noticed that Bia unfriended him. Okay, let me put this really clearly. I never said anything rude to him. I just said, hey Josh, other people in the stream that saw it happen, and I never said anything rude to Josh. He knows that Bia unfriended him, then he decides to blame it on me, saying how I turned her against him when that is not true. Okay, I was thinking this. I did not say it. I have screenshots of all the stuff I said, but I was not saying how he turned Bia against me. I was only thinking that in my head. I have pictures took from my iPad camera of everything that went down, and I will show them. So yeah, I noticed that Bia unfriended me, so I asked him, hey Josh, did you tell Bia to unfriend me? A question. And then he tried to turn it around and say that I was assuming that he did that. I was not. We were in the middle of a fight, and I just thought, hey, you know what? He could have done this, because they communicate a lot more than me and Bia communicate. How would Bia, unfriend me randomly. Like, I thought we were friends. Anyway, how I turned her against him and when that is not true. I didn't know the drama between them, so I didn't know that. But then Creeper kept it up for about 20 minutes, saying rude stuff to me. Then he He decides to blame it on me, saying I turned her against him when that is not true. I didn't know the drama between them, so I didn't know that. So we don't have any drama. So that's why I could have thought that Josh maybe told her to do that, because we don't have any drama. But like, no, I've never had any intentions to have drama with Bia or have any drama with Bia, because we were good friends. Like, so here's what happened. I said, Bia, why'd you unfriend me? And then Bia didn't respond. So then I said, bro, Josh, did you tell Bia to unfriend me? And then he said, girl, what? Bro, I never told Bia anything. And then Bia said, why would he tell me to? And I didn't respond to that. So then Josh goes, what makes you just assume I made her unfriend you? And then I responded to the what makes you just assume I made her unfriend you? I don't know, I thought we were fighting. Alright, so I'm going to skip a little bit past because I don't want to include everything, because I don't want to really make a 40-minute video today because that would be way too long. So Josh said, because we had beef again. So I went like, and then Bia was like, wait, what beef? So obviously Bia didn't know what beef it was, but then there's something a little later that kind of tells me that she did know and she was just kind of pretending. So then I literally came up and I was like, you like unfriended me. And then he was like, well, yeah, but you said you wouldn't care. And I was like, oh, I was joking. And then he was like, no, you weren't. And I was like, yes, I was. And he was like, no, you weren't. But, like, how does he know if I was joking or not? That doesn't make sense to me, because you can't read my mind. You're not inside my body. You do not know what I'm feeling. And then he's like, oh, well, you made me unfriend you. And I said, like, well, if anything, I want us to be friends again. I don't know what that means. It's crazy to me how he could say these things, especially after all the things we've talked about. Like, he could just straight up lie about all this stuff. But there's a lot more, so I will get to it, guys. Don't worry. He responds with, if you were joking, you would not have had an attitude and been rude and leave the call. Alright. I had an attitude because I had a bad day. I explained this to him after I hung up the call, because I had a really emotional day. It was my last day of school and my last day of being in America. So it was the last day I am going to have of American school. So I was saying goodbye to all my friends and all the people I have, and I was really sad about it. All right, and then I hop on this call and I realized Josh could be lying to me. It hurt me that he would lie to me like that, even if it was just like a silly lie. Like, if he could be lying, why would he be lying to me? Like, what was it for? I don't know. I could definitely be being dramatic, but I just feel like this whole thing has been way escalated more than it needs to be. Alright, anyway, so continuing. So I've learned to be the bigger person in these situations, so I responded with, like, hey, I'm gonna try and be mature, and I'm going to ask you, like, what did I do wrong? Please tell me so I can fix it. And he goes, you know what you did wrong. And honestly, the better question to ask would probably be, how did this hurt you? How can I fix it? But instead, I asked, what did I do wrong? And then I said, I actually don't know. Could you please tell me? And then he responded with, you do know what you did. Stop pretending like you don't. And Bia comes, and she's like, if you don't know what you did, why have you apologized 5 times? Which was literally, like, of the last fight, like, I apologized way more than 5 times, and I've learned to not do that this time. Because it doesn't help any matters. You have to really show them that you're sorry. This is the thing I was talking about earlier. Like, Bia, she just inserts herself in this fight. So it makes me maybe feel like either Josh told Bia about the fight, or Bia is just hearing about this for the first time and she's trying to piece together what's going on. So she doesn't know, like, which side is correct. That could be completely false, but that's just what I've gathered from it. I don't fully know, but that's just what I'm thinking. So then he said, girl, we was just talking about what you did, and now out of nowhere you don't know, and then you make it better. You assume I made Bia unfriend you. Once again, I was not assuming anything. I was just asking a simple question to see if he unfriended me or not. So then Josh keeps bringing up the same things, like, I assumed that Bia was unfriending. No. I was asking a question. Today, I was just trying to be mature to him. I just came up and I was like, just tell me what I did wrong. Let me know, like, how I can, like, fix, like, what I can fix. He goes, also, you're saying I'm lying because I told you a story about a YouTuber that added me. So I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'm sorry. If you don't want to be friends, I'll leave. But I will make a post about it exposing you to be the lying, immature person you are. And if you even try to deny the truth, I will show proof. He said, proof of what? You being rude on call. And I said, so what I'm hearing is you are throwing away our friendship over me being rude on a call and then apologizing? And then Bia comes in and she's literally like, Creeper, why are you playing the victim? Well, we have someone accusing me of playing the victim, when all I've been doing is trying to be mature and trying to be the bigger person and trying to learn from my actions. I have not been saying anything rude. The only rude thing I've said is sai bao, Bia. And that was after she said that to me. I'm just trying to share the truth and what happened and trying for all of this to be over, but he has to escalate it and I'm being called the victim. I did not crash your stream. I did not tell lies. And in no way whatsoever did I play the victim. That's all I have to say. I'm going to read the rest of it because there's more. Then Bia said how she noticed how rude he was being to me and stuck up for me, saying stuff to Creeper. Then Creeper threatens to show proof. I was not being rude to Josh at all. I showed you the images of all the stuff I said, and I was not rude to Josh. And I threatened to show proof that he's lying, okay? And I understand whichever side you're going on because there were things that we both did to each other. But I just feel that it's unfair to call me a liar and to say I was rude to you when I was rude to you one time on stream and I already explained that entire thing. And I said go right ahead. So I'm just waiting on that to see that proof of his. All his evidence isn't really good evidence because he doesn't have any proof to back it up. I'm making a video because I feel that you guys deserve to actually see the proof. He is just making a community post with random out there things that he can think of. He then said something rude to Bia Saibao. Okay, may I remind you that Bia was also rude to me. So yeah, I have a right place to say Bia Saibao. Then I defended Bia and he got quiet, so I ended stream. I didn't see any defense of Bia. He just said because Bia is speaking the truth. Just wanted to put this here for you, Creeper. I don't know who the F you think you are, because without Bia, you would not be where you are today. As in her 10K post, I only came friends with you to get more subs, but then we actually came close. First of all, I have told Bia I was joking about that. It is not anywhere near your place to say anything about that, Josh. That is bringing up the past. She hit 10K 5 months ago. I hope you notice how rude that is and the way you would be using me and Bia for views. Here's the thing. I don't need to use you for views. I've collabed with Bia one time. One short I've made with Bia. Well, two. But one of them was like 6 months ago, and the other one was 2 weeks ago, Josh. So really, I'm not using you for views. I'm not using you or Bia for views. You guys both let me record the series of Saturday Night MM2. So I don't know what you're talking about, okay? Every time you joined us, it would be, guys, can we please record a video? Even when we said no, you made us, and you would get pissed off if we said no. If he had any proof about this, he would show you guys, but he doesn't. He doesn't have any proof, so he's just stating random things that he thinks that happened, but it didn't. So, guys, can we please record a video? Yeah, I ask that every time, because I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I never really was a gamer. I was always an editor. I was on the editing side. I only really ever played MM2 to make videos. Never got pissed at you guys. You guys were my friends. And also, when I quit / took a break from YouTube, he told me he was going to unadd me just because I took a break from posting. Can this guy stop spreading random lies about me? He needs to stop this because no, we were friends at this point. He took a break from YouTube. I did not say he was going to unadd me. I'd like to see the proof. He has done this to one of my other friends as well, and he also only friends content creators to look cool, I guess. I friended you when you weren't a content creator, so I don't even know what you're talking about. I was the one who encouraged you to post, so I do not know what you're even talking about, you only friend content creators, because I didn't even say anything like that. I friend IRL people, content creators, and if I find someone on Roblox who I like and I hit it off with them, yeah, I'll friend them. Anyways, I just wanted to make this post so you guys can see what happened. And so he would not be making up false rumors about me. Probably still is going to, but whatever, I guess. All the stuff I've said in this video is true. I haven't said anything wrong in this video. I haven't even accused you of anything. The only thing I've accused you of is not telling the truth. I haven't called you anything else. I've just told them what is wrong and what is not wrong. And it actually hurts my feelings. It hurts my heart that you would think that I would make up false rumors about you. Especially because in real life, a lot of rumors have gone around about me. So, and I've never told you or anyone online about that. So really, it does hurt my heart and it hurts my feelings that you think I would spread rumors about anyone when I experience that almost daily in real life. Little update on what happened. Livy made a post saying, I know he used to ignore me in game and only talk to you guys when I joined him, and he would kind of be like, Moots, please, I'm friends with Livy. Not really anymore, well, at least I think, on TikTok, which I think it's kind of using because he's using me as an example why they should be friends. He used to think that I was lying about being friends with other creators just because I didn't have proof. I do now. But yeah, that caused a lot of beef in our GC, and I know it was a while ago, but I stopped talking in our GC about 2 months ago because I really didn't think I should be there at this point. We definitely drifted apart from there, and I know it was a while ago, but I'm kind of over it. I just wanted to share my story with Creeper. I still care about him a lot, enjoy talking to him, but well, yeah. So I respond saying, Livy, I'm so sorry about the way I acted. When I make my response, I will explain some of the things. There is more to the story than Josh says, but I am very sorry about the way I acted towards you, and I'm trying to improve. I will admit that that was using you, but I never used it intently. I just thought it was a way to get to someone, which was so wrong, and I admit that. I hope you can forgive me and that we can still talk. So sorry once again for the way I acted towards you. She said, no, it's okay. Sorry for causing too much drama in the GC, and you're a really fun person to be around. So yeah, guys, I really just wanted to clear this up with you guys because this is just preposterous at this point. These things said about me without responding to them, and no hate to Josh, honestly. So yeah, I would love to see your proof on that so I can respond to it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad I could clear some of this stuff up. As always, peace out and goodbye.